Hi guys, welcome back to episode 2. Once again, I do apologise for the poor audio. It's something I am still working on, so please bear with me. Hope you still enjoy the series. Right, so we found our home and now it's time to start crafting. We need to start getting some essentials in. First we need is a place to sleep. Once we build a place to sleep, that will act as a spawn point. So if we do have the unfortunate incident, then we will always come back to our camp and we won't be lost in the wilderness. Okay, so to start, before we start crafting, we need timber. So to get timber, we need to cut down some trees. We need to turn it into lumber, turn the logs into lumber, and then we need to go to the crafting station and build a crafting bench. Once we have a crafting bench, we can build the other types of bench, a block bench and a saw bench. I'm going to build them out in the field for now because we don't have our home, and before we can lay the floor for our home down in our cave house, we need a block bench to build the blocks. So, because watching me cut down trees is highly entertaining, because literally you just hold the mouse down and then they fall over, then you go up to them on the ground and then hold the mouse button down and eventually they turn into bits of logs. Then you pick them up, then go to your inventory and turn them into lumber. I'll come back once that's done and then we'll show you the next phase. Hey guys, just wanted to show you this. Kept going down between the two sides of this little gully here, and it was really hard to get back up. So what a good idea, and what I'm doing is just going to cut a little path into the side of the hill here, just with some little steps. Not real steps, but just sort of stepping ground, so that I can get up and transition from the forest side over to where the front of the house side is going to be. So that's going to be here. It's my little forest where I planted the tree branches that are going to grow into my forest, and this is the area where I'm going to start crafting. Alright, so here we go. I've got my logs and I need 32 sticks to build my little bush tent house. So I need to go to the resources and turn the logs into lumber. So get rid of all my logs, and then I'll turn some of my lumber into sticks. Then once I've got my sticks, I can build myself a small shelter. So I'll craft that, move that into my usable keys, scroll across. Here is my shelter. So for now, oh, another rabbit. Just going to stick it down here in the grass, out of the way of my man-made forest. And now this is my spawn point. So we'll go inside and we'll go to sleep, and then in the morning when we can see what we're doing, we'll get back into it. Morning. Great, look at that, sunshine, beautiful day. Okay, so back here we're looking for crafting stations, workbench, and we've got lumber, so we can craft that. It's in our usable keys, scroll across, and he can just sit out here in the meadow for now, in this long grass. Right, so now we can go to the bench and we can go to our crafting stations. What else have we got here? Signs, I think they're new. Ladders, well, don't need them at the moment. And crafting stations, all the same ones. Block bench, so that's what we need to build our blocks. So we'll get that going. And yep, it's already, there it is. We will place the block bench in the meadow, so then we can build blocks. time for breakfast. Some yummy strawberries and some tomatoes. There we go. It will keep us fed for now. Got more tree branches from those trees we cut down, so we can plant them in our forest. So when they grow up, we'll have another source of timber that's nice and easy to get to. Plus it's an easy thing to do, so why not? So we've got some stone. We can go up to the stone bench. Heaps of options. There's so many different textures. These are new ones. Half of this thinking is where you'd use them. I'm sure that some guys out there have some really elaborate designs. Stone bricks. It just keeps going and going and going. Sandstone. Dirt bricks. Marble, wood, tiles, concrete, asphalt, copper, metal. The hardest part is choosing what I'm going to use.
I do like the look of that.
The little star, so this one is in my favourites. So these are the ones that I like to use. I like to use the sort of square bricks for the walls and then the round stones on the floor, because they kind of look like a stone floor and then stone walls. So I think they will be appropriate for my cave house. And I think this area is going to be sort of the entrance in the front of the house, and then I'll put a ceiling and close it off, and then I can build sort of more areas down underneath that part, and then we've still got the cave there where we can go and collect more rock to build. So I have to try and see how I can make it all work and what's going to be what. Sort of just so let's just start building, I guess, and I'll just sort of see where things go. I don't really have a plan on how I want to lay the house out. We'll sort of just figure it all out as we go and just let it evolve naturally. So the first part of the house, I'm going to cover this area in where there is no rock, and that's going to act as the ceiling for this area. So I'll blend that into the natural rock work. And then that will act as the ceiling for the first part of the house. So this will be the entrance, and then that will be the roof area there. So anyway, I'm going to go off and organise a little bit more of the build, and I'll catch you guys soon. So just thought I'd show you how things are coming along. Went down into the tunnel and mined some rock, and then I've just been building this flat area here on the roof. And I think this is roughly where I'm going to start putting the entrance, and so you'll come down this area here, and then this will be the sort of front steps going down into the house. So I just got to try and work out where I'm going to blend the rock work to meet the natural sort of landscape, the natural walls of the cave. Just wanted to show you this. This is that bit in the cave where there's that small opening just to the left, and then the main cave went down to the right. So this is where I've just been collecting the rock from, and that's the bit that we walked down to the other tunnel. This is always fun. This is the most exciting part about caving, is you don't know what you're going to find or where you're going to end up. And I've found a big stash of copper. So I've just been collecting my rock here, just making the tunnel bigger and working my way down into the earth, and there was a big copper stash here. This is why I prefer like working with underground houses and mining rock rather than cutting down trees, because there's just a little bit more excitement, a little bit more that's going on when you're working underground. So I can gather up all this copper here, lots of it here, very exciting, and then I'll get back to mining some more stone and I'll work on the front of the house. Just thought I'd show you guys this cool little find. So guys, I think that's going to wrap up episode 2. So what we've done so far is we found a spot to live. We've worked out sort of where the entrance of the house and where the general house area is going to be, and we've started making the front entrance. So make sure you support the channel, the link's down below, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on the weekly updates. Thanks for watching guys, and we'll see you in the next video.